All right. Operation No More Tears.
So, what's this?
Do you know what your name means? Well, there was once a man called Isaiah, and his name meant God to the rescue. That might sound like a bit of a funny name to you, but it was
Daddy?
just the right name for
Is this
Isaiah.
the one when he gets scooped up by the fish?
No, I think that might be the next one. Because God had a special job for Isaiah. You see, Isaiah's job was to listen to God and then to tell people what God said. Now, God let Isaiah know a secret. God was going to mend and fix his broken world. He showed Isaiah his secret rescue plan. It was Operation No More Tears. This is the message God gave Isaiah. It was like a letter that God wrote to his children. Dear little flock, you're all wandering away from me, like sheep in an open field. You have always been running away from me, and now you're lost. You can't find your way back, but I can't stop loving you. I will come to find you. So I am sending you a shepherd to look after you and to love you, to carry you home to me. You've been stumbling around like people in a dark room. But into the darkness, a bright light will shine. It will chase away all the shadows like sunshine. A little baby will be born, a royal son. His mommy will be a young girl who doesn't have a husband. His name will be Emmanuel, which means...
Who's Emmanuel?
This is what it means. God has
So the
come
baby's
to
name is going to
live.
be Emmanuel?
It means God has come to live with us. Who is that? Who is God that came to live with us?
I don't know.
Jesus. He is one of King David's children's children. The King of Peace. Yes, someone is going to come and rescue you, but he won't be someone that anyone expects. He will be a king, but he won't live in a palace. He won't have lots of money. He will be poor, and he will be a servant.
So, did somebody draw in this?
Yep, that's an X. That means not a palace, because that's a palace. But Jesus would not come to live in a palace.
He will live on earth?
Yep, let's keep listening.
Oh,
He will be a servant. But this king, listen, but this king will heal the whole world. He will be a hero. He will fight for his people and rescue them from their enemies. But he won't have big armies, and he won't fight with swords. He will make the blind see. He will make the lame leap like deer. He will make everything the way it always was meant to be. But people will hate him, and they won't listen to him. He will be like a lamb. He will suffer and die. It's the secret rescue plan we made. From before
suffer and die?
The servant king who is coming.
God?
The one who came. Jesus, yes.
He can die on the cross.
That's exactly right.
Then come back to life and live forever.
Exactly. It's the secret rescue plan we made from before the beginning of the world. It's the only way to get you back, said God. But he, the servant king, won't stay dead. I will make him alive again, said God. And one day, when he comes back to rule forever, the mountains and the trees will dance and sing for joy. The earth will shout out loud. His fame will fill the whole earth as the waters cover the sea. Everything sad will come untrue. Even death is going to die. And he will wipe away every tear from every eye. Yes, the rescuer will come. Look for him, said God. Watch for him. Wait for him. What are you doing, Buzz? He will come. I promise.
Like my tattoo, it's still on it.
Hang on, we're not done. Yep, pay attention. Poor Isaiah. He read God's letter over and over to God's people, but no one listened to him. Not even one person. Ever. They didn't want to hear God's promise.
He's playing God.
They didn't believe
God.
it. Yep, that's exactly right. They didn't believe it. Did it sound maybe too good to be true? A story that ends happily ever after? Well, it does sound like a fairy tale, doesn't it? And as anyone will quickly tell you, fairy tales aren't true. Or are they?
Who's fairy tales?
Fairy tales are stories that are not true. The Bible is not a fairy tale, though. All right, you want to stop it, Jack? Push the red button, goofball. The red button. It's still going, bud. Push the red one.